Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about the convolutional integral. So consider an LTI system, okay, any system, it's going to perform any function. When an input of impulse signal is given, you will obtain some output, right? So here if we are giving an impulse, the response obtained is known as the impulse response of the system, that is h of t, okay. So we know that the property of impulse, right, that del of t into x of t, right, whatever you are multiplying with this the x of t, so what you will get that is the signal, the value of the signal at that point, because this del of t is value will have value at time t equal to 0, right. So if you are multiplying with del of t minus tau into x of t, so you will consider it as t1, so you will get x of t1 value, okay. So this is what the property of impulse. So when here impulse response is given, so what you can obtain is we can find out what is the system is going to perform. It's, if you don't know about the system characteristics, if you give impulse as an input, you can find out the output. So that is known as the impulse response of the system, and here that is determined by h of t, okay. So now we are considering this h of t and we are giving any arbitrary signal x of t and we are obtaining output. So here this output here is determined by the x of t convolution h of t. So this is a formula for convolution. What is the convolution is, we need to keep one signal as such and you have to perform a reversal and you have to shift that signal. Otherwise you can keep x of tau h of t minus tau d tau. So I will explain this while solving problems, you will understand it. Now we will see the problems in this convolutional integral. Another thing is, here we are dealing with the LTI continuous time system. So here the convolution is termed as a convolutional integral. Okay, if we are dealing with LTI, the discrete time system, it is said to be an convolutional sum. Okay, so that is the difference. The remaining concepts and all same. Here we are going to deal with the continuous time signal. So it is a convolutional integral. We are having this integral, right? In discrete time, this integral will change into summation. So here we will have a convolutional sum. Now we will discuss when we will solve some problems related to the convolutional integral. Now consider this problem. You need to convolve the following continuous time signal and we need to do this in some graphical approach. Okay, so this is what your signal x of t and this is what your signal h of t. So what is the first step? I need to in order to find a convolution, I am going to use this formula. It is integral minus infinity to infinity x of t h of t minus tau d tau. Okay, so first step, we are going to convert this into a dummy variable. T and both tau are same. So the same thing I am going to represent here. So this is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The value is 1. Now here the time variable t instead of t I am representing tau. Both are same, okay, because here also we are having t for shifting purpose, so you will get confused. So instead of t I am writing in terms of tau. Now similarly here what we are going to do is, we are going to draw this in terms of h of tau. So here you will get signal like this 1, 2 and this is tau and this is amplitude is 1. Now see the formula. What we need to do is, according to this formula you need to have h of minus tau, right? So h of minus tau means just we are going to reverse this signal, okay. So here you will have minus to 0. So this is h of minus tau and this is tau. Okay, so h of tau, h of minus tau, I am shifting it. Now consider this formula. I am going to substitute first time t equal to 0 in this case. Okay, so when time will substitute time t equal to 0, so what will happen is, so here the integral, that is y of 0, that output at y of 0 can be written as integral minus infinity to infinity x of tau h of minus tau d tau, right? So here what we need to do is, at time t equal to 0, I am going to multiply these two signal. Okay, now see, if I need to multiply these two signals, there should be overlap between these two signals. So here, is there any overlap between these two signals? No. Here -2 to 0, there is no value. Okay, so here y of 0 is equal to 0. Okay, now what I am going to do is I am going to substitute t equal to 1. So if we have to check for both positive and negative time period, I am going to substitute t equal to 1. Okay, now this integral y of t will become integral minus infinity to infinity x of tau h of 1 minus tau d tau. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to shift this towards right. Okay, now consider this. So now here become 1 minus 1. So this signal h of 1 minus tau, that is at t equal to 1. Here I am substituting 1 minus tau. So it will become like this, right? Tau. Now here see these two signal and see which one is common. Here it is 0 to 1. So now the integral will change from 0 to 1. So x of tau is also 1. H of 1 minus tau, here it is also the amplitude is 1. So here it is 1, which is d tau. Okay. Now when you integrate it, you will get tau. So when you integrate 0 to 1, so 1 minus 0, it is 1. So this is the value at y of 1 at t equal to 1.